4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Ryan here, on Soccer Commentary. This is going to be the losers match in Group 12 of the MSL Survivor Tournament. This is going to be a matchup between Firefist against Anytime on match point. We're going to have Firefist at the lower left hand as the red zerg. We're going to have Anytime at the upper right hand as the yellow protoss. I'm coming out with this very late, and I do apologize. I don't exactly know how it happened, but it happened. I just somehow ended up getting incredibly busy. I just decided that day that I was casting the games, you know what, I got 2 sets left, and it's getting kind of late, and I got busy that evening a little bit as well, and it's like, I'll just finish tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I was busy, and the day after, I was busy and tired, and just somehow it ended up that way. But now my week is over, it's Friday night, and I decided, you know, I gotta get these games out there one of these days, so might as well be today. So I do apologize these are out so very late. And the MSL, as I cast these games, the MSL round of MST, is over, and the selection for the MSL round of 32 is about to start, but I have not spoiled myself the winners of this game. I said, no, Ranch, and you have to be rigorous, you have to be careful, you got to make sure you don't spoil it for yourself. Firefist is going to go for an overpull, while we saw Anytime go for the standard Forge Fast Expand. So yeah, I have not spoiled anything for myself. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I don't know. I know that Calm is out of the group, but other than that, you never know what's going to happen. Anytime, definitely the more rusty of these players. Mind you, Firefist is not like... It's not like Firefist is an epic, awesome player. Last season, he got himself to the round of 16 through Simple Cheese, and then he got absolutely crushed by Jaedong, I believe. I put up absolutely no challenge to Jaedong, if I remember correctly. Actually, I don't know. Did he take a set off Jaedong? I don't remember whether he did that or not. But as we all know, ZVC is very unpredictable. Anytime trying to be a little bit annoying with his probe, at the very least delaying that hatchery a little bit, forcing Firefist to fight out with the drone. Oh, just doing a beautiful job. Delaying that hatchery, and that's so annoying for a Zerg player. And the Protoss has to do this because this map is more friendly to Zerg. Still in there with the probe. That hatchery just not allowed to come up finally. Anytime with too little health to fight back. Meanwhile, just putting down his Nexus before anything else. Doing everything pretty well. Cannon's going up, warping in right now. Is going to be a little bit close. Zergling's already there. He has to put up a second cannon pronto. Zerglings are going to be coming in. This is a little bit close, and I'm not a fan of players taking high risks. There should be a second cannon right there. But yeah, he leaves a little opening. The Zerglings are going to maybe attempt to run through, but they're not going to be able to. The first cannon is going to warp in time. Second cannon will be a little bit behind. He might have to pull off an extra probe maybe to help block this up, but I think that one single probe in there should be enough. Still has a scouting problem. It's done in Firefist base, spotting everything out. Firefist, meanwhile, I believe he did go for a base at the upper left hand, try to pick up a third gas quickly, and Anytime has pulled a few probes off the line here. Firefist has picked up the base at the upper left hand. Anytime, meanwhile, has 3 probes blocking off between the 2 cannons. While Firefist pushes back, and Anytime, pulls his probes back as soon as the second cannon was up, has his own gateway up, and the Nexus almost ready for him as well. I almost said the word up again, but I felt, 3 ups or 4 ups in a row is just a bit too much. You can't have that much up, man. It's crazy talk. But yeah, I feel Anytime doing a little bit of harassment, beautiful job by him, and on this map, Protoss needs every little advantage they can get because Zerg have a good time on this map. And a very good reason, because they can put a much better contain. They can put a contain on the Protoss, and they can hold them on 2 gas for a very long time. Anytime getting up his Cybernetics Core, we're just going to see what kind of tech decisions he makes after this. Whether he's going to go for Stargate, go for something funky like he did last time, go for 2 Stargate Corsairs. Didn't work out too well for him, but we're going to see what happens. But yeah, just Protoss, they can get these 2 bases going, get 2 gas going, get their army up, then push out. And if they decide to push out just with a ball, they can pick up their mineral only. But they're going to have a hard time going for the 12 or for the bottom right. It's just going to be a hard time for the Protoss to do that. Zergs are very maneuverable. They can contain them. They can contain them with the Lurkers. They can do some damage with Mutilers. But Lurkers very popular on this map to hold the Protoss. 2 gases, while the Zerg just gets up his 3 gas, works on that, eventually moves out for a 4th. And on this map, I feel a Zerg on 3 gas and that 1 mineral only is very strong force to be reckoned with against the Protoss with only 2 guests and 1 mineral only, especially since that mineral only usually often comes out later for Protoss than the mineral only does for Zerg. Zerg on this map tends to sometimes get the mineral only after they have 3 guests, before even the Protoss picks up that first mineral only. Citadel of Adun alongside a Stargate. I don't know if he's going to go for the Abisu build. Still, I don't know, for some reason these days it feels kind of awkward calling it the Abisu build, because it's a build that's actually 2 years old. More than 2 years old, actually. I'm sorry, well over than 2 years old, and it's really obsolete. I gotta say, it's just the idea behind it is not the Forge Fast Expand. Beast did not create the Forge Fast Expand, but he's the one that popularized it. And yes, I'm gonna go for Temple Archives here, but yeah, Beefwood definitely popularized. So that's where the revolution happened. The Forge Fast Expand evened up Protoss versus Zerg matchups extremely and made this matchup much more close. And since then, it's been evolving and evolving and evolving. It went through a few months ago, for a period of a month or 2 or 3. It went through a period of Zerg absolutely dominating Protoss, but now Protoss have kind of caught up again. And just shows that StarCraft is a constantly evolving game. Spire almost up now for Firefist. Is going to be getting those Scourge out to counteract those Sayers. And in time, just waiting on his first Sayer while Temple Archives are up alongside second Gateway. He has a couple of Zealots blocking his ramp and Weapons 1 on the way. Cybernetics Core spitting. I'm not sure whether it's probably Weapons 1 for the Corsairs, actually, unless they're deciding to switch up and go Goons alongside his Zealots. Going to go for, unless he decides to go for a Goon-heavy army, we're going to see what he does. But yeah, as I'm saying, just going that Beast build, just Zerg players are always ready. There wasn't already a 1 Corsair out there that managed to pick up an overlord before it was picked off by Scourge. 3 Corsairs right now for Anytime, and he's keeping up production. I really gotta love this play by him. I really love Protoss players that keep up constant production of Corsairs, because they are very effective. You can go around, harass overlords when you find yourself an opening. He is going to go for DT, and I'm wondering whether Zerg spotted the Shimmer. We're going to see what Anytime does anything. Yeah, this is the mistake some players make. He's going to go out there. He's going to pick off several Zerglings. 4, 5. He gets 5 Zerglings before he gets picked off. But now Firefist definitely knows there's the DTs out in the field. And he'll have an overlord at every single base. If he didn't have an overlord, he's going to have enough time to morph one in. But I just feel this is no longer this is a big problem now. Let's see, 2 Spore Colony and a Sunken Colony did not have any overlords in that position. So if Anytime had not picked at those Zerglings, Firefist would not have had time, possibly, to put up defenses at the upper left-hand base. And that upper left-hand base would have been much more vulnerable. The DT is going to go in there. Spore Colony already in place. No Sunken yet, but there's some Zerglings in there alongside those drones. Just going to get drone Dylan. 1 drone, I think, got picked off before the DT died. So that's a useless DT there. Didn't do much for Anytime at all. Just because he just